Is it a good time to invest in Bitcoin? Will its prices go sky high in the coming months? Everyone has these questions in their mind about Bitcoin, and that is because of its uncertainty about its future and its unpredictable nature. Kathy Wood explained some of these questions in detail. She said that institutional behavior and moves recently have been fascinating. We have been expecting institutions to start moving into Bitcoin and into other crypto assets, but primarily Bitcoin, the most secure of the blockchains. Because if we look at the correlation of Bitcoin's performance relative to any other asset class, it has the lowest correlation. Meaning, if we buy some Bitcoin, we will further diversify our portfolio and increase our returns with a lower risk. That's why institutions look for that low correlation, and Bitcoin has it. Kathy says that we have 10 years of history now, but what surprised Kathy most is the investment of MicroStrategy, which has put all of its cash on its balance sheet into Bitcoin and even did another equity offering so they could put more cash on the balance. That's a little crazy because the regulators will have something to say about this in terms of what is this? Is this company the MicroStrategy technology company? Or is it like an ETF? So we don't know. But then we saw Square put 1% of all of its asset in Bitcoin. And Kathy predicts that we are going to see more of that. We didn't expect that. What we did expect was because of the low correlation of returns, institutional investors to move in. The most surprising one to us thus far has been Mass Mutual. It has put $100 million into its general account. Now its general account is enormous. So $100 million is something like 0.001%. But what that move told us is Mass Mutual, some very conservative and very highly regulated. So it had to jump through many more regulatory hurdles than we thought would have been possible by now. According to Kathy, that is a seal of approval. Then, of course, we have the institutional infrastructure moving into place, whether it's with custody, and everyone knows a lot about Fidelity being out there in terms of wanting to custody, Bitcoin in particular. And we have the Intercontinental Exchange. We have got the CME now with Bitcoin futures often settling in cash. So Kathy believes that Bitcoin is getting ready for the institution. Also, Kathy adds up that we have a very disciplined process. Our minimum hurdle rate of return for a stock to enter the portfolio is 15% at a compound annual rate over the 5 years. We expect the stocks in our portfolio to double over the next 5 years. Now, when you have big runs, as we did last year, a lot of stocks drop below that 15% as a 5-year expectation. So when they drop into the 10 to 15%, we will be taking profits. So we are selling. If they are core to our platforms, then we will probably sell. If we think it's gotten way out of hand, we sell it down to 50 basis points. We have gone from 10% to 50 basis points in stocks. Even if they are core, we just think okay, they are going to need a long time to grow into this valuation and we don't want to live with or sit with dead money. But then we will get correction like the coronavirus. And what we do during the correction, we will have sold stocks that are core. For example, Tuvoy and Teladoc were in both our next generation internet portfolio and our flagship before the corona. Both of them benefited from the stay at home. They started moving up as other of Kathy's stocks were crashing. They moved up to such a point they dropped below the 15% as these others were giving Kathy opportunities to deliver 50% plus at a compound annual rate. That's at the beginning of the last year. And at the beginning of last year, that number, that 5-year number was 42%. And today it is closer to 20%. But stop by stop, Kathy is looking at that 15%, and the more it falls below, the more profits Kathy will take. Also, she told that they have such a creative research team. However, and there are so many stocks vying for their attention, and with these IPOs vying for a position in their portfolio. When a stock drops below 15%, Kathy and the team know that there's something else waiting, knocking at their door, waiting to get in. Now Kathy talks about bubble. Many people are worrying that we are in a bubble. In the late 90s, the value investors out there were really worried and they are thinking that they are going to have their day in the sun again because they did so well during the tech and telecom bust. Now Kathy clears that it's not the case this time. The seeds for what we are experiencing now were planted back then. Too much capital chased those opportunities too soon. There were too few opportunities and the technologies were not right. The costs were way too high. Now, according to Kathy, we are at prime time for those 5 platforms now and those 14 technologies. We have just begun and they are going to be very disruptive and maybe destructive to a lot of value spaces. Not everyone, but anyone looking at price to book, watch out for that book. It may disappear because of disruptive innovation. Anyone looking at that high dividend yield saying, I got a hold onto the stock. Kathy warns that be suspicious of high dividend yields if that company is in harm's way and there's about 50% of the S&P 500 in harm's way. Now Kathy clears that why she don't think that we are in a bubble. Because if we look at equity flows since the beginning of 2018, and remember, we had a big market in 2017, so we would have expected flows to really start to gush. What has happened since then is there's been net liquidation. If we just look at ETFs and mutual funds, there's been a liquidation to the tune of $350 billion if we take away share repurchases. But if we look at fixed income, there has been a net inflow of roughly 900 billion US dollars. So think about that, a $1.2 trillion gap there. So we are not in a bubble until we see that relationship flip. Kathy says that bonds are in a bubble and what just happened with GameStop and AMC and American Airlines and beyond all of those, that is exacerbating the bond bubble because we are bailing those bondholders out so they can put the money elsewhere. Basically, it's really an interesting phenomena. It's been a good wake-up call for investors generally to understand who is doing what and why. And for investors like ARK Invest to say, look, truth will win out. Make sure you are on the right side of change because there is so much disruption and destruction taking place out there and it will take place at an accelerated rate during the next 5 to 10 years. Now to sum up all of these, I can say that Kathy thinks it's a good time to invest in Bitcoin because looking at the trends, Bitcoin prices are going to touch the sky and we might regret not buying them now. So guys, if you found this video informative, then please make sure to press that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want more such videos, make sure to press that bell button. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, have a nice day.